So the bell to mark the beginning of our practice this evening. Yeah. Rings out into this beautiful evening. And yeah, the only thing I wanted to remind us of is that it's this equinox where it's equal daylight and nighttime. I think that's tomorrow, although I guess it's tonight or tomorrow night anyway. And so I guess a good theme, if there's to be a theme, would be balance, equality, evenness, and that's always there in the yoga, but particularly today, at this time. So let's just settle a moment. Sitting, you can sit on a cushion, or you can just sit on the ground or on your mat, wherever you find. Let your hands rest on your knees. Let's make some circles with those knees, just to get into that more restful, self-loving space. There's so little, I think, probably most of our lives, my life definitely, so little that is about just really self-love, self-care, that we just take a bit more time to do that. Yeah, let's just rub the palms together as well. When we got a bit of heat there with the hands, just place it over the eyes. So we're just palming, giving the palms to the eyes, just covering them lightly, just to give a bit of rest to the eyes. So eyes have been so busy looking at a screen. If there's anybody who hasn't looked at a screen today, then wow, that's amazing. So let's give our eyes some healing, some rest, and also a moment of just going inward, seeing how it is inside today. Breathing in and out through the nostrils and just releasing, letting the hands come down, enjoying that lightness that's coming in. Lift the shoulders up, let the arms relax. Breathe in through the nostrils, hold for a second, and out through the mouth. Yeah, let's just arrive and land. Breathing in, lift the shoulders up high, squeeze them up high, and then out through the mouth. Feels good. And again, breathing in. Squeeze them right up by the ears and out through the mouth. Good. Let's take a few moments just to roll the shoulders back. Let's see how slowly we can do that. Rolling them up, rolling them back, rolling them down, rolling them forwards. And it's only the shoulders, the arms are completely relaxed, rolling them back. We do maybe 3 super slow backwards, squeezing and moving, and then we go forwards with them. Like as if we're giving ourselves a little massage inside our shoulders. And if the rest of the chest wants to join in, if you feel like, oh yeah, my kind of chest is really getting into that, and the upper back as well, so I'm really getting into that lovely opening movement. Good. And let's just take the hands, the back of the hands to the lower back, give it a little pummel there. So we're just kind of giving a little pummel to the lower back, releasing any tension that's there. Particularly if you've been sitting a lot today, lower back can get a little bit achy, complain a little bit. Even if you're having a lower back, always enjoys a little bit of tension. Get those knuckles either side of the lower spine there. Let's get the knuckles dug in either side. So we're getting that energy that we've just drummed up and getting it to rise up through the central column. Just see if you can get it right up to the crown of the head, getting that little sparkle, that springy sparkle in the crown. We're making ourselves a little golden crown, like a daffodil, I suppose. Yeah. And take that, the energy, and we'll get those stiff fingers, and we're just going to open up the heart. Yeah, waking up everything. Rejuvenation, rebirth. This is a time for all of that. Yeah, and we're just going to get to the center as well, all around the whole chest, stimulating that whole area. And just notice how it feels. I always get this sense of uplift, and on the sides here, on the ribs. Just a little pummel there, and even a little bit of a rub there. Yeah, feels nice there. Okay, take a moment just to rest again. Again, rest the hands on the knees, just letting the palms rest on the knees, letting the arms be relaxed. Sitting up nice and tall, so we lift from the sternum, dropping the shoulders back, strong belly, as if your the base of the spine, your tail is pointing down to the ground. So you get this sense of holding, this band of holding around our center, and uprightness. The crown is going up, the tail is going down. When we close our eyes, just go inwards for a second. Notice how that lovely warm darkness. And we're going to chant the mantra Om 3 times. And just for some direction here, guidance. Feel the beginning of the Om, which kind of is quite a ah sound, a big open mouth, relaxed jaw. It's right at the base here. Feel that vibration. Ah, when it comes to the O, as your mouth closes, feel that's rising up. Maybe the O is in the middle, in the heart. And then as the mouth closes with an then you'll feel that maybe in the head, particularly in the top. So if you can just direct that or feel that vibration moving through the body. We'll do that 3 times so you've got some practice breathing in. Just notice how that feels. Open your eyes. Let's into the fingers now. Now we've opened everything up a little bit. Let's just enjoy the expansion, pushing the hands up to the skies. Try and keep the shoulders down. So rather than having the shoulders right by the ears, have them down so there's lots of space here. And you feel a sense of openness here in the ribs, but also almost like the shoulder blades are slightly squeezing together, pushing up through the elbows. Long body, really long in the waist here. And breathing in and out through the nostrils the whole time. Back of the neck is long, so you're not looking up, you're keeping that nice and long. Breathing in, breathing out. And let's just bring the hands together, and we're just going to lean over to the left as we breathe out. Breathing in, lift up. Breathing out, leaning over to the right. So we're just getting a little bit longer. Imagine yourself a bit snake-like. Breathing in, lifting up, breathing out, leaning over as far as there's out breath. The in-breath lifts you up to center. Maybe you can feel your sides getting a little bit longer, breathing out. We're doing this really care and caution. We're not pushing into anything. We're just using our breath just to ease out the spine, and kind of comb out all the knots in the nervous system, if you like. Imagining that. Breathing in and then breathing out, lower the arms down. Good. Let's have a look at this neck. So we're going to just do a very beautiful, simple little stretch for the neck, reaching the right arm up, taking that to the back of the neck, letting the fingers go underneath, just resting underneath that left ear there. So it's kind of round, just holding the neck, not gripping, and the thumb is probably just pointing down the back of the neck there. So breathing in, lift the chest, breathe in, expand the chest, and breathing out, just letting the head fall or the chin come to the chest, relaxing the back of the neck. Just and then relaxing the weight of that arm a little bit, still holding firmly but gently. And then gradually, as your arm relaxes, then you find your head's pointing, or your nose is pointing towards your left knee. So your head's, or your neck's turning slightly. So what happens here is we're emphasizing the expansion and space that we're creating on the left side of the neck, dropping the left shoulder down all the time, breathing evenly in and out through the nostrils. So throughout the practice, really we want to be thinking about all the time being conscious of lengthening the out breath, noticing when we lengthen the out breath, how much more space there is on the next inhale. A long out breath invites a deeper in breath. So it's very simple. Use the inhale to lift the head up, lift the arm up, and then releasing. Notice how that feels. Oh, it just feels like so much more spacious. So we'll try the other side. Reaching up through the left, breathing in, breathing out. We don't need to do anything violent to ourselves, we just treat ourselves with kindness, or treat the body. We develop a better relationship with it. Breathing in, so that hand is just below that right ear, and breathing out, letting the chin drop down to the chest. Everything will work more efficiently. Now as we continue to breathe out in and out of the nostrils, we let our nose and our eyes point towards the right knee now. So we're lengthening the right side of the neck, and just letting that rest, using that lovely long out breath to Allow the body to respond, to breathe out, to lengthen, to relax. Long out breath. Empty, 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 and out. Good. Use the inhale to lift up the head. Let go of the neck. Notice how that feels. You have a little bit of a move around. See, oh, there's more space here for me. Okay, let's have a twist while we're here. So we're going to take the left hand behind us. Try not to lean back. So make sure that the hand or fingers or fingertips, wherever you're touching on the ground, the arm is close to the body. Right hand onto the left knee. Don't turn yet. Keep the body facing forwards. Breathe in. Lift the chest, lengthen the whole spine. And as you breathe out, feel the belly coming around to the left, then the chest, then the shoulder, shoulders down. Breathing in and breathing out, twisting a little deeper. Just keep every in-breath, you just lengthen, feel that lift coming from the chest. Every out-breath, you're letting that left shoulder just move behind you. You're turning and looking right behind you. So the inhale's lifting, feel the crown. Remember this crown we engaged with and opened up the energy at the beginning of the practice. All the time you're wearing your crown. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, just untwisting to the front. See how that feels. Have a little bit of wriggle. Why not? Enjoy your body. Take the right hand behind, left hand onto the right knee. So really think about sitting tall and facing front to begin. And then the belly comes around on the out breath. The inhale, lift the crown. Breathing out the chest, the shoulder, dropping the shoulders down. Keep the head on top of the body. So rather than letting the head lead, as it often does, we're just keeping the head on top of the body. So we're getting that equality. The head and the body is working together. And we're just twisting a little deeper, looking right behind you, eyes and nose. Breathing out. Inhale, every inhale, feel you're lengthening the spine. You're creating space in the spinal column. And as you out breath, just twisting a little deeper. One more breath in and untwist to the front. See how that feels. Have a little wriggle there. And let's just release the legs. Just bring the knees up and hug the knees. Just enjoy that. Let the face fall to the knees, let the back really round. So you're really opening the space and relaxing. It's very nice feeling to hold yourself, very small and very kind of contained. Breathe in through the nostrils, out through the mouth. Release the back of the neck. Good. And then we're just going to stretch the legs out, bounce the knees up and down a little bit. And we're going to lift that right knee, take it out to the side. Going to come into a forward bend here, but probably you'll notice, so you're placing that right foot on the inside of the thigh. If your right knee is very high there, that's probably because there's some tightness in the hip, and place something underneath it, a cushion, anything that's going to support it. It's important we support our body, otherwise there's kind of tension in it. So we ease that tension. So the body is probably going to be faced in between those two knees there. So we want to get it more directed towards this leg. Easy way to do that is to twist. So another twist, right hand on the outside of the left knee, left hand behind you. Breathing in, lift the chest. So notice how much lift there can be. If I was just slumped, how much lift and length we can provide there. Breathing in, drop the shoulders down. Breathing out, again, the left, the belly coming around to the left, then the ribs, then the chest, turning right behind. So we're squeezing all that old kind of stodgy old stuff out, so that we can breathe in fresh new spring energy. Turning to look right behind you, keep dropping the shoulders down, keep lengthening the neck, breathing in, lifting from the crown, breathing out, turning a little deeper, breathing in one more time, untwisting slowly on the out breath, and there you are, facing, hopefully a little bit more facing this left leg, toes pointed towards the ceiling. If you need to sit on something, if you're finding you're kind of really struggling to sit, particularly with that straight leg, you can always have it slightly bent, and you can always sit on something, sit on a cushion. So we're going to extend, first of all, breathe in. So the breath, it's almost like the breath lifts the hands, and then you're going to lead with the chest. Rather than leading with the hands, this is kind of very common, we're going to do this much more beautifully. So the chest is coming forwards, the arms are just kind of following the chest. And then we let the hands land on the ground or on the leg. And this is much nicer here than this. This is kind of, it looks like straining. This looks, there's effort and we're moving in the right direction. And there is some kind of quality This is what we're looking for in our asana, in our yoga practice, is some quality there, rather than trying to fit our bodies into a shape that we imagine we're supposed to. So instead we explore and enjoy taking the chest. The chest is wanting to look at the toes. So we're looking at the toes with our eyes, but also imagine there's a big eye here in the middle of the chest and the heart wants to look at the toes. Breathing in, come away a little bit. Breathing out, just forward bending, noticing what's happening in your body, what parts of the body are kind of resistant. And there's nothing wrong with resistance in the body. It's your body taking care of you. So make friends with that resistance, rather than thinking it as being wrong and something to push through. It's protecting you. And just walking the hands up the leg, and lifting the right knee, and lifting the left knee, and just hugging your knees again, letting yourself rest, releasing your back, almost giving that space in the whole back, breathing in and breathing out through the mouth. Now extend the right leg out and just bring that foot close to your body as you can, and letting the knee fall out to the side. Again, you can support it with cushions or whatever you need to there. We're just sitting up tall. Some people like to kind of just lift themselves and sit down, or you can just sit on the cushion. Toes are pointing up to the ceiling. Put the right hand behind you. Notice how it's close. My arm is close to my back. I'm not leaning back. And then the left hand on the outside of that knee. Breathing in, lifting from the chest, lengthening through the body. Keep the shoulders down. Keep the head on top of the body. So we're moving first of all from the base. The belly is coming around, and the chest, then the shoulder. Keep dropping the shoulders down. And then the face and the eyes and the nose are following around, looking behind you. All the time, every in-breath, you lengthen, or you focus on that length, the crown lifting. Breathing out. One more breath in, and untwist slowly to the front. Looking at that leg. Okay, breathing in, lift the arms up, look at the back of the hands above you, and then taking the body forwards. It's coming from the chest. The chest is leading. And they're coming forwards, the arms are coming down to the ground or the leg, whichever you prefer. Breathing in, come away a little bit, making sure you lengthen. It's always coming from this chest, lifting and lengthening, coming forwards, forwards, forwards. Taking the body forwards rather than thinking about the body coming towards a leg, that's not so interesting. Think about the body coming forwards, the whole length of the body. It's like it wants to get to the toes. And you can give the toes a little wiggle. See how they are. Breathing in, every in-breath, come away a little bit. Every out-breath, you're coming forwards a little deeper. Breathe out long, release. And walk the hands back up the leg. Lift that left knee. Lift the right knee. Hug the knees. Just holding. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Out through the mouth. Okay, release. Let's come onto all fours. I'm going to do these little opposite movements. And this is nice because it is, we're talking about the equinox and balance. So balancing the energies, balancing the masculine and the feminine is a nice theme. And this is a nice one for that. So your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, there's space between the knees and there's space between the hands. Get the hands really spread wide. So we're going to breathe in with the right arm and the left leg. I need a bit more space. In a nice long straight line. So it's not high up here and it's also not dropped down here. It's almost like we're extending fingertip to toe, and then breathing out, dropping the hand to the ground, softening the elbows, sort of feeling the ground again. And then it's an inhale, strong, dynamic, and a softening of the body, breathing out. Also, you're changing your point of view, breathing in, looking forward, breathing out, lower down. So try and do this as smoothly and slowly as you can. So it's a slow, smooth, it's full extent, and then breathing out, softening everything, bending the elbows. So keep it really fluid. It's long, straight line, breathing out, softening, soft elbows, feel the ground, feel that shift of weight from the right to the left and the left to the right. Breathing in, breathing out. So this inhale, it's very kind of, I think it's a kind of masculine quality. The inhale, the dynamic, the direction. And then the exhale is coming down to the earth, softening. Breathing in, extension, and breathing out, contraction. And it's also this kind of much more like out, looking forwards, and then coming back to the present, coming back with more inwards there. Inhale, one more each side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And now take a rest. Sit back into the heels, stretch the arms in front of you. Bring the forehead to the ground or a cushion if you prefer, or the back of your hands if you prefer. But if you can if you feel like you're sitting nicely back onto your heels, if you're not, you can always put a cushion underneath, behind the knees. Otherwise, really sit back, bring your forehead to the ground, to the earth. Or bring your head to the ground. It's almost like we bring our mind, we earth it. We're earthing ourselves, literally. Breathing into the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. And again, breathing in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Good. A couple more things now. So, while we're here, we're going to just get the back a little bit more released again. So spread the fingers wide, look up towards the hands, lift your head off the ground. Now as you inhale, we're going to come up to the fours. And as you exhale, you can take the hips forward, take the shoulders back and down away from the ears, open the chest, the heart's flying upwards, and then the inhale. So we don't really stop here. We're kind of keeping a slow, steady flow, breathing out. So keep sitting back as long as there's out breath, just keep sitting back, pushing back with the hands. When the in breath comes, that lifts you. Inhale. And the breath is in and out through the nostrils. Inhale to here, and the exhale, just dropping the hips. They're not coming to the ground. They're taking the shoulders back, down, away from the ears. Inhale. Moving slowly and steadily. This is what I'm really trying to encourage, is this. There's a control. It's not a gripping control, but there's a control of the breath. So it's steady, smooth, even. And the more we can do this in our practice, really mindfully, really consciously, then this starts to kind of come into our lives, into our everyday lives, and we have access to be able to use that kind of steady, calming breath, that revitalizing, energizing breath, whenever we need it. Let's sit back into the heels once more. Bring them forward to the ground. Again, breathe into the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Walk the hands up to kneeling. A moment just kneeling, seeing how that feels. Some people find that fairly easy. Some people find that's really, really tough. If it is tough for you, I really, really encourage you to practice with props. So if you find it's very difficult for the angle of the knee, just put anything behind the knee. If you find it's difficult for the front of the foot, again, pad that up, put it underneath the foot. And all these little props that you can use. Or if it's something about, again, you can sit on a cushion here, that will help as well. Or several cushions, doesn't really matter how many you need. And gradually you will find you will reach this, so it's worth persisting. So now it's just travelled around a little bit, has a little bit of a journey. So we're going to come back to sitting, and then I'm going to lie down. So extend the legs to the bottom of the mat. We're going to do a slow descent. Just move here. That's better. Slow descent to lying. So keeping the fingers extending towards the toes. Keep breathing in and out through the nostrils. See how slowly you can do this. See if you can really stay with that kind of discomfort, because it will start kind of impacting on the abdominals, but keep the softness by keeping the breath soft and easy coming in and out through the nostrils. And then when you do reach the ground, wow, it's so much sweeter when you release and let go of that tension that you have been consciously creating. That's the difference between the tension that you create to invigorate and the tension that kind of just is everyday common tension. Okay, we've got time for a little bit more. So let's just hug the knees. Have a little rock side to side. Oh, it's so nice to be lying on your back. Just noticing the things around you, noticing your back. So feel yourself held in the space you're in. You can feel the ground at your back, feel that support. You also feel the shelter and support of the space you're in, the temperature of the room. Let's just make a little circle on the ground. So taking hold of the knees with the hands, draw a circle, breathing in, take the knees away, breathing out, draw the knees into the body. So very simple. Keep it simple, but keeping conscious all the time, noticing, where's my mind? How is my breath? Breathing in and breathing out. How does that feel? So many interesting things to take notice of. Breathing in, take the knees away. We're going in the opposite direction now. You can even do this without the hands if you want to. Make a bigger circle if you feel you want to explore and engage the abdominals a bit more. Stir them up a little bit and then come to the center again. Place the soles of the feet on the ground. We're going to keep the feet quite close to the bottom there. Just going to again move the spine a little bit. So to give this spring-like energy, spine really wants to be woken up. So the hands are flat down, the chin is tight into the chest, feet are hips width apart and parallel, and they're close to the buttocks, so creep them in. And now we're going to start by lifting the hips. We're going to be moving with this. So inhaling, lifting the hips. You don't have to lift them super high to begin. You can just get the body used to that. You'll feel that stretch on the front of the thighs. And then rolling the spine down from the top down to the bottom. And you don't have to even have your eyes open for this. Keep the chin tucked in all the time. I'll remind you of that. Breathing in, lifting the hips. So although this is a back bend, you're bending the back. It's also a front opening. So we're bending the back. We'll try and keep that bend even through the spine. So you try to make the front of the body as long as possible. The knees are going away from you. The chest is coming towards your chin. And breathing out, rolling the spine down. Lovely snaky spine. Breathing in, just feel that fluidity, that energy in your spine. And also that just steady control, that steady light control that you have over the body. That your breath is kind of dictating, if you like. You're just keeping a slight engagement with the current of the breath so that it's staying steady and smooth. Making sure the thighs are staying evenly spaced. Some people like to place a block between their knees to keep that. But you can just imagine there's something there. Actually, that's kind of in a way more powerful that you're controlling that. And then rolling down one last time. Hug the knees again. Have a little rock and roll. And we're just about ready. So place the soles of the feet on the ground. Slide the legs away. Give yourself a full stretch. Take the arms above the head. Point the toes. Breathing in, breathing out, push the heels away. Breathing in, point the toes. Feel the front of the waist getting nice and long there. Breathing out, push the heels away. So we're kind of giving the front and the back a little bit of a expansion with the breath. So breathing in, point the toes. One last time. Breathing out, push the heels away. And relax the legs. Just rock them back and forth a little bit. Breathing in and breathing out, lifting the arms up, fingertips reaching up to the ceiling, and they're coming down towards the ground at the end of the out breath. Let's just do one more of these just to slow the breath down. So inhaling all the way up. Hold of the inhale, the end of the inhale, the arms reach the ground, opening the chest a little bit, and breathing out, the arms are coming back. Yeah, it's just slowly landing. Let the hands come down to the ground. They reach the ground at the end of the out breath, and then they just fall out to the side. So already in Shavasana, ready for Yoga Nidra. If you need to make any last minute adjustments, you might want to put the feet a bit wider, also cover yourself. You may want to put something under your knees. I strongly recommend this. If you want full on luxury comfort Nidra, I would put something, either a rolled up yoga mat or cushion, so that then you can really let your back relax. You'll find that's much easier if you have something underneath your knees. Some of you may want something underneath your head. If your chin is up high when you lie down flat, then you need to put something underneath your head so your spine is more aligned. So take some time just to put socks on, do whatever you need to get yourself really comfortable. So if you make yourself really comfortable, it means that you can be still. And we really want to be still and quiet and not be, or have a minimal amount of distraction during the Yoga Nidra. And actually this is, one of the reasons we do the Hatha yoga practice, the physical practices, is so that we can sit still without the body distracting us. This is the purpose, really, if you like, the purpose of that. So take some time now to ease into your position. Before you close your eyes, or as you're doing that, just noticing and being aware of the room you're in, the time of day, yourself, your body. And then closing the eyes if they're not closed already. And just letting your breath settle, noticing your breath coming in and out through the nostrils. Just feeling the whole of your body gradually softening and relaxing on the ground. Maybe taking a moment to notice the impact of your efforts in our restorative yoga practice, how your body feels now. Is it more ready and open to relax? But really letting it melt into the ground, softening, softening, softening all the time. So coming to complete stillness now. So with no further movements and with no physical discomfort. So the only important aspects now you need to focus on is listening and feeling. So I'll be here all the time guiding you. So you just listen to my voice and give yourself to the practice of Yoga Nidra, the inner journey, psychic sleep. So notice the body relaxing slowly and say to yourself mentally, I will not sleep. I shall only listen to the voice. I will not sleep. Give yourself time to become calm and steady. And take in a deep breath, and as you breathe in, feel calmness spreading throughout the body. And as you breathe out, say to yourself, mentally relax, let go, release. Become aware of sound. Become aware of the sounds in the distance. Become aware of the most distant sounds that you can hear. Let your sense of hearing operate like a radar beam, searching out distant sounds and following them for a few seconds. Move your attention from sound to sound without attempting to identify the source of that sound. Gradually bring your attention to closer sounds, the sounds inside the building you're in, to sounds inside the room you're in. And without opening your eyes, visualize the walls, ceiling, the floor, your body lying on the floor. See your body lying on the floor. Become aware of the existence of your physical body lying on the floor. Total awareness of your body lying in perfect stillness. Your body is lying on the floor. Develop your awareness of all the physical meeting points between your body and the floor. Become aware of the natural breath. Become aware of the natural, spontaneous breath. Breath coming in and breath going out. Just watching the natural process, listening to my voice and knowing that you are breathing. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. Say mentally to yourself, I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. I will not sleep. I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. And this is the moment to make your resolve, your sankalpa, a simple sentence of words. Please state your resolve clearly with feeling and awareness 3 times to yourself. Now the rotation of consciousness, moving your consciousness through the different centers of the body. As I name each body part, you simply bring your attention to that part of the body. If you wish, you can repeat that body part to yourself after I've said it. And the practice begins with the right side of the body. Bring your attention to the right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, right thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. Left side of the body, left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, left thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. Bring your attention to the back of the body. Right shoulder, left shoulder. Right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade. Right buttock, left buttock. The length of the spine, the whole of the back together. Bring your attention to the front of the body, the top of the head. Forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the eyebrow center, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, the nose, tip of the nose, right nostril, left nostril, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, middle of the chest, navel, abdomen, lower abdomen. Bring your attention to the whole of the right leg, whole of the left leg, both legs together, whole of the right arm, whole of the left arm, both arms together, whole of the back, whole of the front, whole of the head, together, legs, arms, back, front, head, together, the whole of the body together, the whole of the body together, the whole of the body together. Develop awareness of the whole body and become aware of the space occupied by the body. Become aware of the body and this space that is occupied by your body. Body and space. Become aware of the whole body and the floor. The body in relation to the floor. Become aware of the meeting points of the body and the floor. Feel the meeting points between the back of your head and the floor, shoulder blades and the floor, the elbows and the floor, the back of the hands and the floor, the buttocks and the floor, the calves and the floor, the heels and the floor. Awareness of all the meeting points between the body and the floor. The sensation of all points simultaneously, evenly. Now switch your attention to the eyelids. Feel the narrow line of meeting between the upper and lower eyelids. Feel the sharp points where they meet. Intensify your awareness between the eyelids. And then the lips. Center your attention on the line between the lips, the space between the lips. From the lips, we go to the breath. Draw your attention to the natural ingoing and outgoing breath. Feel the breath moving along the passage between the navel and the throat. On inhalation, it rises from the navel to the throat. On exhalation, it descends from the throat to the navel. Be completely aware of the respiration, navel to throat and throat to navel. Maintain your awareness of the breath. And at the same time, start counting your breaths backwards as follows. I am breathing in 21. I am breathing out 21. I am breathing in 20. I am breathing out 20. I am breathing in 19. I am breathing out 19. And so on from 21 to 1. Count to yourself mentally as you follow the rise and fall of your breath from navel to throat and back again. Total awareness of breathing and counting. The breathing is slow and relaxed. Now bring your attention and awareness to your sensations. Awaken the feeling of heaviness in the body, the feeling of heaviness. Become aware of heaviness in every single part of the body. You're feeling so heavy that you are sinking into the floor. Awareness of heaviness. Awareness of heaviness. Awaken the feeling of lightness. Awaken the feeling of lightness. A sensation of lightness and weightlessness in all parts of the body. Your body feels so light that it seems to be floating up away from the floor. So light it is. Awareness of lightness. Bring your awareness to the experience of cold. Awaken the experience of bitter cold in the body. Imagine you are walking on a cold floor in winter. Your feet feel very cold. You feel cold all over. Awareness of coldness. Awareness of coldness. Awaken the sensation of heat. Awaken the experience of heat. The whole body is hot. The whole body is hot. You feel hot all over. Recollect the feeling of heat in the summer when you're out in the sun with no shade. Heat all over the body. Heat all around the body. Awareness of heat. Bring your awareness to the experience of pain. Concentrate and try to remember the experience of pain. Any pain you may have experienced in your life, mental or physical. Recollect the feeling of pain. Recollect the feeling of pleasure, any kind of pleasure, physical or mental. Recollect this feeling and relive it. Make it vivid and real. Awaken the feeling of pleasure. Allow it to expand throughout the whole of your being. Check that you are awake. Notice if you are drowsy or sleepy. And say to yourself, I am awake, I am practicing Yoga Nidra. Withdraw your mind and concentrate on the space in front of your closed eyes. The space we call Chidakasha. Imagine before you a transparent screen through which you can see infinite space. A space that extends as far as the eye can see. Concentrate on this dark space and become aware of any phenomena that manifests within it. Whatever you see is the manifesting state of the mind. Continue your awareness of this space, but without becoming involved. Practice detached awareness only. Now with your imagination, bring your attention to the following imagery. Imagine yourself walking along a deserted road. On a hot day, beside the road is a high wall, and in the wall a small door. You go through that door and discover inside a garden, birds singing, beautiful flowers, cool shady trees. You explore the garden and come to a well with butterflies dancing around the top. Look inside the well. It is very deep, a cylindrical tunnel boring into utter darkness. A spiral stairway twists around the walls. You start walking down. In the walls are polished stones, yellow and white marbles, emerald green serpentines. Look up and see the circle of light at the top of the well. From holes in the walls, you hear the sounds of small animals, squeaks and rustling sounds. Now you are completely surrounded by darkness. You feel your way along the walls. Large green eyes gaze at you and blink shut. There is the beating of wings and the hoot of an owl. You pass through a cloud of luminous insects, completely transparent. You are surrounded by these, but none ever touches you. The walls are damp and mossy. There is a dim light below. You reach the bottom, run through a tunnel, and come out on a golden beach. A golden beach on the shore of an infinite ocean of peace and bliss. On the water, a large white lotus flower is rocked gently by the waves. On the flower, there is a baby lying, and that baby is you. Feel yourself as that baby, rocking gently on the waters of the infinite ocean. Continue this experience of yourself as a baby, rocking gently on the water. And experience the sound of Om over the infinite ocean. Hear the vibration of Om. Om. Bring your awareness back to the dark space you see in front of your closed eyes. And watch the darkness that you see before you very carefully, with detachment, without becoming involved. Rest your mind in this warm and friendly darkness. If any subtle phenomena manifests, for example, colors or patterns, or images or symbols, simply take note of these and continue with your awareness. If thoughts occur, let them come and go. But continue watching this dark space. Continue this with detached awareness. Now in this warm, friendly darkness, this deep place inside, remember your sankalpa. Repeat the same resolve you made at the beginning of the practice in the same words and with the same attitude. Repeat your sankalpa now 3 times, clearly, with feeling and emphasis. Om Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Divasya Dhimai Diyo Yona Prashodaya. Become aware of your breathing. Become aware of your natural breathing, awareness of breathing, and awareness of relaxation. Develop awareness of your physical existence. Become aware of your arms and legs and your body lying stretched out on the floor. Become aware of the meeting points between your body and the floor. Start to develop your awareness of the ground beneath you, the space around you. Start to become aware of your body, and the noises in the room and the noises outside. Just take your mind out to become completely external. Deepen your breath. Start to wake your body up. Keep your eyes closed, just allowing your body to move slowly now. Taking your time without hurrying. Just moving your fingers and toes, arms and legs, stretching, hugging your knees. Deepening your breath. When you are sure that you're awake, sit up slowly, open your eyes, taking your time. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Hari Om Tat Sat. So start to move your body, coming up to seated now. Maybe give yourself a little bit of a rub, feeling your body. Just becoming aware of this body and this existence. Feel a sense of gratitude for this body. And let's rub the palms together to finish. Creating some heat and energy between the palms and bring that energy and that heat to the heart center. Close your eyes. Just let's take a moment inwards. Breathing and just bringing to mind anybody you feel you want to send healing or love to, or more than one person, living or not living. Just allow them to show up, or just choose somebody or people, more than one person. And just really feel that in your heart, sending love from your heart to theirs. And really receiving them. Good. Namaste. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.